From San Francisco, California, this is the Rock and Roll Geek Show. This is the story of my rock and roll butler.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. My name's Michael Butler. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today is August 26th. It's a Saturday, and it is 1:48 p.m. when I'm recording this episode. This is day 26 of the Dog Days of Podcast, and we are nearing the end of this thing. And as I've said it many times already this month, I'm enjoying it very much. I need to take a sip of this iced tea. I'm not drinking beer at 1:48 because I am really tired. I got up at 4:30 this morning. When we last left off the notes from the tree stand, I was hoping to get a deer, and I sat there until 8 o'clock, and it was starting to get, the sun had already started to go down, and it was starting to get dark, and I said, I guess I'll give it a try in the morning. So I went into the house, and my trail cam alerted me on my phone. 5 minutes after 8, and that's probably more like 6 or 8 minutes after 8, a buck right in front of the tree stand. Not the one that I had been wanting, but it was a buck nonetheless. It was a legal deer, and it was almost like if I would have just stayed up there a little bit longer, I might have had a deer. But then you think, well, maybe they were just hiding in the woods waiting for me to leave. I don't know. But then I looked at the trail cam this morning. I said, all right, I'll go get him in the morning. Looked at the trail cam this morning, and at 11:30 at night, there was two big, huge bucks. One was a 6-point, one was maybe a 4-point. I don't know, but they were big, bigger than the one that I did get 2 years ago. And about 10 p.m., there was also a 300-pound black bear right under the tree stand as well. And also at 3:30 this morning, that same big buck was at the tree stand. So I went there this morning, sat in the tree stand until 7:30. Had to use the bathroom, walked down, went to the bathroom, went back out and grabbed a little bite to eat, and went back to the tree stand, climbed up, and waited until about 9 o'clock, and I gave up. And so far, nothing on the trail cam except for a couple of doe, I think a doe and her two little fawns. You can't kill doe, and I wouldn't do it with fawns anyway, if it was legal. So I'm going to go back at it tonight. I'm going to stay up there until about 8:30 this time, since they came out at 10 after. And if it's dark when I get one, I will get the wife and Brian, and we'll get our flashlights and out there and try to follow a blood trail. We'll see what happens. The wife's heading back to San Francisco tomorrow, as is Brian. So I'm going to be up here by myself with two dogs. If I do get a deer, I don't know what I'm going to do to get it out. I might have to quarter it up there. But we got these sleds when it was, I need to take a sip of this fine iced tea here. When it snowed last year, we got a couple of sleds to sled down the hill. And I can probably put the deer in the sled and just drag it down the hill. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So I'm going to go back at it tonight and see how it goes. I got an audio comment from Steve Cohen. Said, Dog Days content. It's only 1 minute and 4 seconds, so let's listen to it together. Oh, well, let me back it up. I got to turn up the volume. Okay, let me try this again after I fire the producer.
Michael Butler. This is Steve from the Boston area coming at you from Steve. The YMCA in Beverly, Mass.
Boston, Manitoba is doing shows up there in Massachusetts. So hopefully, Steven, you can come out and watch us play. We did get a drummer. At least we got somebody committed. His name is, he goes by the name of Scotty Slam. I'm making this big announcement on the Rock and Roll Geek Show. By the way, thank you everybody who gave me drummer suggestions. Please keep them coming because you never know what will happen. I mean, this could fall through. But we're set to rehearse October 21st and 22nd up here in here in Oakland, where we practiced last time with the other band with Andy and Alex and Craig. His name is Scott. He goes by the name of Scotty Slam. He's from a band called Circus of Power. Some of you probably heard of that band. I have heard of them, but I do not know anything about the band. I probably have them on my iTunes if I look. But I looked at video. Apparently he sat in with the Butlers before, and if he sat in with the Butlers, I know he's good. And I did look at video that Craig sent from performances with Circus of Power, and the guy's a hard hitter and seems like a really good drummer. And he's way into doing this too. So that's the update on the Manitoba. Back to you, Steven Cohen.
Son is at swim practice.
Oh, hold on, wait, let me back it up here. Let me just start it from the beginning.
Michael Butler. This is Steve from the Boston area coming at you from the YMCA in Beverly, Mass, where my son is at swim practice.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to bring you random thoughts of the day or the week or whatever as we go. First of all,
I like this.
how are you doing?
I'm super great. Could not be better.
Yeah, glad to hear it.
Little tired, but other than that.
And so am I.
Good. You're
Let me take
too?
a sip of this fine coffee that I roasted myself at home.
Iced tea here. Roasted yourself?
Oh, I love my coffee. Anyway, random thought of the day.
Wait a minute, Steven. You roast your coffee yourself. So do you have a coffee tree and you take the berries off and roast them, or do you buy raw berries? No. By roast, he probably means he put it in a coffee maker and brewed it himself.
Hey, random thought of the day. As I'm driving into the Y, we're listening to The Ocean by Led Zeppelin, and I realized that's like one song that I really don't want to hear.
That's one of my favorite Led Zeppelin tunes. Give it to the ocean. Where's that? Is that no? That's the Crunch. Where's that confounded bridge? But down. That's Dire Maker, or that's Dancing Days. Give into an ocean.
When I'm at the beach, the ocean, right? Which I often am in the summer. I go to the ocean. I don't want to hear that song. Okay. That is just, Robert Plant is a little, I don't know. He's something on that song. Yes. Anyway, I love the song. I don't want to hear it at the ocean.
Okay.
Come at me, guys.
Come at me. Come get me.
The Facebook group, which Michael Butler did not create.
That's right.
But he does decide who gets in.
Easy. Keep the politics out.
You know how that goes.
Yes.
So there you go. I hope you're having the best day. Bye-bye.
All right. There you go. Random thoughts from Steven Cohen. I like the random thoughts. Send them to me. Maybe we'll make a new segment on the regular Rock and Roll Geek Show. Random thoughts by friends of the Rock and Roll Geek Show. I like it. Short little bit. If anybody can make me a jingle for that too. Thank you, Steven Cohen. I really appreciate it, friend. All right, this came down in my email. Foghat. Remember Foghat? Set to release long-awaited new album November 10th, Sonic Mojo, available on CD and 180-gram neon purple vinyl. Debut single and video, Driving On, out now. Last time when I talked about Foghat, I said Charlie Hunn was the singer. Somebody sent me an email, and I apologize, I don't remember who sent me the email, but maybe they posted it on the Facebook group, the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group. Apparently, Charlie Hunn got pissed off and didn't show up to a gig once, and they fired him, or he quit, whatever. So he's not in the band anymore. Sonic Mojo is exactly what Foghat will be bringing to their loyal region of fans on November 10th in the form of their highly anticipated and long-awaited 17th studio album. This came from Foghat themselves. Okay, I must be on their mailing list. Okay, their first in 7 years. Their long-awaited 17th studio album. Their first in 7 years on the band's own label, Foghat Records, which is distributed by Selecto Hits, part of the Sun Records family. It will be available as a single CD with 12 tracks and a 6-page gatefold cover, as well as an 11-track limited edition 180-gram purple neon vinyl. All right, digital pre-orders are available now. Blah, blah, blah. I'll put where you can pre-order them on the show notes at rockandrollgeek.com. The album's first single, Driving On, was released today, co-written by the late Kim Simmons from Savoy Brown, and a video for the song can be seen on the band's official YouTube page. Here's what the band has to say about Driving On. What's it say? Let's click that and see where that takes us. Is that going to take us to a little video? Okay, well, let's listen to what they have to say. It's only 55 seconds long. Boys, what do you have to say about Driving On? We're going to watch an ad first.
So the song Driving On was another one that...
Driving On. Who's this guy?
Wrote for us. And I think that was another one where it was me and you first.
Yeah.
And we channeled Slim Harpo.
Yeah.
This is their new singer talking. I don't know who this guy is.
Slim Harpo. Kim had all the lyrics down, which were really cool.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to try and figure out how you're going to play it, in what manner.
You got to figure out where you fit.
Actually, I love that song. It's probably my favourite track.
Probably my favourite song.
That's our second favorite song. It really is a Foghat Sonic song, though. You know,
Yeah.
There's a lot of diverse kind of, approaches on this record, but that one really is we definitely put the hat on that one.
Maybe we should start playing that live.
I'm good with it.
I'm good with it. I know it.
Why are you looking at me?
All right, there you go. A little comedy, little huge comedy from the Foghat Boys. 2 more songs will be released in the coming months. She's a Little Bit of Everything, also written by the late Kim Simmons, which will come out on September 23rd. And I Don't Appreciate You on October 20th, which was written by all 4 of the current Foghat members. The bass player is Chuck Spears' friend from Pat Travers' band. Sonic Mojo, founding member, drummer, and leader of the back, Roger Earl, joined by stalwart guitarist, engineer, and co-producer Brian Bassett from Wild Cherry and Molly Hatchet. One of the many versions, incarnations of Molly Hatchet. Fun-loving, low-end thumper, fan-favorite bassist Rodney O'Quinn from the Pat Travers Band, and on lead vocals and guitar, Scotty Holt from Buddy Guy's band, who has been the singer-guitarist of the band's recent side project Earl and the Agitators since 2015. In typical Foghat fashion, there are a few surprises included on the album as well. All right, that's enough of that. I'm not going to read this. This thing goes on and on and on forever. There's 12 songs on it. So let's listen to the new Foghat album. Maybe I'll chime in on it if I hear something worth chiming in on. But if I don't, I'm going to play the song in its entirety. Thank you for listening, friends. Wish me luck on tonight's hunting excursion in the tree stand. I really do not want to be in the tree stand every morning and every night. Getting up early is not something I want to do up here in the mountains. I really wanted to sleep in this morning, but I was dedicated to the hunt, friends, and more dedicated to filling my freezer with some deer meat. All right, thanks, friends. Look, wish me luck. Here's a brand new Foghat, Driving On. Talk to you tomorrow. Ho, 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 I've been driving on that Texas town. But first thoughts.
It's 2 a.m., long way to go. It's dark all over, the moon's starting to glow.
Does anybody know what Charlie Hunn's doing right now? Can you send me an email, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com? I should probably try to get him on the show.
Gotta stay awake, no matter what I do. Wanna see my girl when the night is through. I'm driving on, and I gotta be strong, and it won't be long. I'm driving on. She'll be waiting for me to pull in. I'll be so happy to let loving begin. I've been away, couldn't get home. Now I'm ready, been too long gone. And I'm driving on, and I gotta be strong, and it won't be long till I'm driving on. See her standing in my eye. She'll be waiting for me to come on by. Time is moving, it's getting late. I'm speeding up, no, I can't wait. I'm driving on, and I gotta be strong, and it won't be long. I'm driving on, and I gotta be strong.
It's a rock and roll geek train wreck.